Look, I'm from Chicago, born and raised here. So I know my opinion is a little biased, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Point blank, I think Chicago is one of the best places to invest in real estate. That tends to shock a lot of people whenever I say that, and they like to come back with one of two arguments. Either they'll say, the taxes in Illinois are just way too high, man. I'm getting out of here and gonna move somewhere where I'm not just paying away all my money in taxes. Or they'll say, the crime in Chicago is just too much lately. I'm moving out of this city as fast as I can and getting somewhere safe. Once again, I'm from Chicago, born here and raised here. And I've heard arguments like this all the time, but I still stand firm with my opinion that Chicago is one of the best places to invest in real estate. Let me go over the reasons why I think Chicago is one of the best places to invest in real estate, especially if you like the buy and hold strategy. And also stick with me to the end and I'll show you my arguments against the main two objections to staying to Chicago. The biggest reason I think real estate investing in Chicago is so great is really because of one thing, and that's multi-unit properties, or in Chicago, we like to call them two-flats. The reason I love two-flats so much is because to me, it's the perfect starter investment for somebody looking to get into real estate and want to get their feet wet in the game. What you can do is you can buy a two-flat, live in one apartment, and rent out the other one. The apartment that you're renting out is going to pay a lot of your mortgage, if not all of it, so that gives you some positive cash flow and allows you to save up money for your next real estate investment. While in other cities you might have a harder time finding a multi-unit property to buy, in Chicago there are plenty of them to choose from. Once you're ready to sell the building or cash out on your investment, it won't be hard at all for you to find a buyer here in Chicago because, like I said, they're pretty popular here. So in other cities they might take longer to sell a multi-unit property than it would a single family home, but here in Chicago it's pretty much the same. You can find a buyer pretty easily for a two-flat. Now, let's say that you aren't looking to invest in multi-unit properties, or you aren't interested in investing in multi-units at all. You're just looking for a single family home to purchase. Well, if you compare Chicago to other cities that are similar in size, you'll see that Chicago actually has the cheaper home prices. Have you looked at how much it costs to buy a home in New York? Or don't even think about buying a home in Los Angeles or anywhere in California without putting up at least $700,000 if you aren't in the millions. Let's do a quick comparison of the average cost of a home in each of these cities. The average cost of a home in New York is $579,000. The average cost of a home in Los Angeles is $795,000. Compare that to Chicago, where the average home price is only $335,000. So you can get a lot better price for a home in Chicago and still be able to live that big city life. And also keep in mind that while prices in Chicago are lower than those other cities, the home prices are actually steadily increasing. They've been gaining a lot in equity over years. So sooner or later, it's going to become very expensive to own a home in Chicago, just like it is in California or New York. So better get in while you still can, while it's still affordable for the average person with the average income. Those are two of my big reasons why I think that Chicago is one of the best places to invest in real estate. It's very easy to find a two-unit property here, so you can get started investing and start building up some cash flow and wealth at the same time. And also, home prices here are lower than when compared to cities of a similar size. Now let's go back and take a look at the two big reasons why people don't like Chicago. The first big reason people don't like Chicago is because the taxes here are too high. Well, they'd be right. It's kind of hard to argue with that. Property taxes here are pretty high, especially when compared to other areas. When people tell me that, I tell them to, once again, look at the home prices in cities similar to Chicago, or at least in similar size. You'll see that the price of a home is double or even triple in other places than when compared to Chicago. So once again, are you really getting a better deal out in places like California or New York? What I would advise you to do is to actually go to a mortgage calculator that also includes taxes and just look up the monthly mortgages you would pay with the average home prices and the average amount of property taxes in each state and see which one comes out better. The second big reason people don't like Chicago is because there's so much crime here and the city is so dangerous. Well, honestly, I think that's just a story that they like to tell in the media to portray Chicago as this war-torn city. But in reality, Chicago isn't even on the list of the top 10 most dangerous cities according to Forbes. Another fun fact from Forbes, you want to know the safest city, the #1 safest city in the United States according to them? Naperville, Illinois. So if you're in Chicago and you're so worried about the crime, just move to Naperville. It's not too far away. And if you need an agent to help you find a home there, you know who to call. Alright guys, that was a quick video on why I think Chicago is one of the best places to invest in real estate. So as always, any questions or comments, feel free to reach out to me either through the comment section or through my website, which is BaileyAcresProperties.com. Thanks a lot guys. Have a good day.